Science is what we need to do to find out about the natural world. Natural sciences include physics, chemistry, biology, geology, and astronomy. Science produces accurate facts, scientific laws, and theories. Science also refers to the large amount of knowledge that has been found using this process. Facts. The world's oldest trees are 4,600-year-old bristlecone pines in the USA. Every day, American businesses generate enough paper to circle the whole Earth 20 times. Each year, Americans throw 25 trillion styrofoam cups. Only 1% of the world's water supply is usable. 97 are oceans and 2% are frozen for now.
Everyone, my name is Arush Natu. I am from class 5C and I will be telling you what are the 3 R's of the environment. What are the 3 R's of the environment? At one point or the other, we've all heard about the 3 R's of sustainability: reduce, reuse and recycle. The goal of the 3 R's is to prevent waste and conserve natural resources. The first R, reduce. Reducing is simply creating less waste. It's also one of the best methods for keeping our earth clean. Why? It stops the problem at the source by making less waste in the first place. There's less mess to clean up. Example, get our own shopping bags while shopping and not use plastic bags. The second R is reuse. It means taking old items that you might consider throwing away and finding a new use for them. Reusing helps in situations where reducing is not possible. Example, donate toys which you no longer want. Toys can be donated to friends or charities who would use them. The third R is recycle. Recycle means to keep on maintaining a process in which things are remade from the same material. Recycling is the most often advertised of the 3 R's, so it's likely you have heard it before. Recycling is changing old products into new ones so they can be resold. For example, when you set out bottles and cans to be recycled, they may be changed into new bottles or cans, or they could be changed into bicycles or asphalt. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Anya and today I am going to talk about the 3 R's used in our daily lives. What are the 3 R's? The 3 R's are reduce, reuse and recycle. Reduce. Many people take for granted the supplies we are getting and instead wasting it. How do we stop that? We minimize usage of a thing and save it. Example, electricity. An example of how we can save electricity is by using solar water heaters instead of electric water heaters. Reuse. We can save a great amount of supplies by reusing stuff. Example, we can reuse cloth bags instead of buying paper bags each time. Recycling. We can recycle paper by making newspapers, magazines and more instead of cutting trees. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Anish and now I'm going to talk about why the 3 R's are necessary. We will also discuss some ideas about practicing them. Reduce, reuse and recycle benefits us immensely. It helps prevent pollution since we need less new raw material to harvest. It also helps conserve natural resources such as timber, water and minerals. Another important benefit is reduction in emission of greenhouse gases that contribute to the global climate change. With the use of 3 R's, we can help sustain our environment for the future generations. It also saves energy and money for us. Reuse leads to reduction of waste that will need to be recycled. Recycling industries also lead to creation of millions of jobs across the globe. Let us now look at some ways to reduce, reuse and recycle. We should try to buy used products wherever possible. Often, used items are less expensive and just as good as new. Use products with less packaging so that less new raw material is used by manufacturers. This also reduces waste and cost. Buy reusable over disposable products. Example, you can bring your own cup or spoon to work rather than using disposable items. Maintain and repair products like clothing, tires and appliances so that they won't have to be thrown out and replaced as frequently. Borrow, rent or share items that are used infrequently. With this, let us bring the 3 R's into our daily lives. Thank you.
Good morning, friends and teachers. I'm Aditya, and I'm going to tell you some information about environmental problems. The surroundings made up of living and non-living things is our environment. Humans have been damaging the environment from many years, which is causing problems such as soil erosion, global warming, and different types of pollution. To prevent these such problems, we should make use of the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, and recycle. We can reduce the use of plastic. This will prevent land and water pollution. We can also reuse coconut coir by adding it to the soil. And also, we can use a coconut shell to make a pot out of it, and we can add a sapling in it, like this one. And did you know the Recycle Man of India, Dr. Binish Desai, has been making bricks out of plastic waste from the hospitals during this time of COVID-19. Thank you, friends. Now let's move to our next teammate.
Good morning, Principal Ma'am, teachers, and my dear friends. I am Adit Mishra from 5C, and today I am going to talk about floods. Floods are caused due to heavy rains, siltation of the river, landslides that block river flow, and drainage systems that are blocked in urban areas. Due to flood, there is loss of life and property, and agriculture loss due to submerged fields. Roads and bridges are destroyed. Outbreak of diseases such as diarrhea. We cannot avoid natural disasters, but we can handle it. Such as urban areas should keep their drains clean. Netherlands have collected the water in water basins, and you should divert the water to places where there is water scarcity. So, our plan is work with water, not against it. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Anika and today I am going to talk to you about economics. Economics is a vast subject, so I'll only be dealing with one topic, which is what is economics? Economics is the social science concerned with the analysis of commercial activities and with how goods and services are produced. In other words, economics is the social science concerned with the production, distribution, and consumption of goods and services. It studies how individuals, businesses, governments, and nations make choices about how to allocate their resources. Money is scarce. There are a few people in this world who can buy everything they want. Therefore, people everywhere must choose the best possible way to use their resources and money. Children may have to choose whether to spend their allowance on a hamburger or on a movie. Nations may have to choose whether to spend their tax money to build more roads or buy more submarines. In this, the children and the nation must economize in order to satisfy their most important needs and wants. This means they must try to use the resources they have to produce the things they most need. The field of economics studies how people and nations choose the things they need from among the many things they want. Thank you.
How has COVID-19 affected the world's economy? Now, I'm going to just put down some points. First of all, people cannot go to work due to travel restrictions. People cannot earn money because they are not going to work. And because they cannot earn money, the economy is dropping. Now, when the economy drops, what happens? Depressions. This year, we are having a semi-depression. People are still earning money. but not as much as they should be. Now, the previous years, especially 2019, were very good for the economy. So, what's the problem then? Why can't they go to work? COVID 19, as you know, when people go to work together, they are stuck because of the travel restrictions, so they just can't go to work. How will you make money when you can't go to work? Now, it also has troubled so many migrant workers across the globe. Now, almost millions of people have lost their jobs due to COVID 19, a lot of them being physical contact jobs, and a lot of them being normal jobs as well. You can't go to the office and you can't earn money. That's why the bosses are firing people, so that they're not firing, they're letting them go because they cannot earn money themselves.
Hello, my name is Alam Manso and I'm going to be reading and talking about the script that I made of the Great Depression. The absolute beginning of the Great Depression was in 1920. The stock market had not crashed but was still pretty low. After another 9 years for the United States, the stock market had crashed. But after 10 years for the India stock market to crash in the US, the Great Depression lasted from 1929 till 1933, but lasted in India from 1930 to 1939. Since the stock market had crashed, normal things that you needed for everyday life had become very expensive. For example, soap, food, etc. So because of the increase in price, people who were not rich could not afford simple stuff and became poorer. There are many widely accepted theories on why the Great Depression had started, but I feel that there's one part from each theory that actually makes sense. So if you take that one part, it will kind of make sense about why the whole Great Depression had started. Thank you.
Good morning, I am Adarsh. Today I am gonna show you how air gets polluted. The polluting gases present in the atmosphere are hydrogen sulfide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, dust and smoke particles. They mix with water vapor and initiate acid rain. The first shower of rain is acidic in nature. Today I will conduct an experiment where I will produce acid rain water and check the nature of the water using an indicator. Now I will perform the experiment. Can you see? I have created polluted air and water. Now, the final experiment begins. I have taken 2 test tubes and added indicator and water to it. Now you will be wondering, what is an indicator? Indicator is a substance which indicates nature of water. Now I will take one of the test tubes and add water to it. Can you see the color change in the test tube? Right, the answer is no. It has not changed. Now I will take another test tube and add acidic homemade rainwater. Now, can you see the color changing? The color has now changed to yellow. This is because the pollutants mix with water and make it acidic. Now, acid rain is man-made, so we have to stop polluting our atmosphere. So please take care of air. Use less cars, prefer carpooling, prefer cycling, plant more trees and take care of it. Bye.